Good morning, it's Believathon! I'm so excited for this week and just reading all the middle grade. My first read is going to be How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell, and I'm very excited. I need to do master's work, clean and edit, and then I can read. So hopefully I'll check in a bit with a reading update. Hello, so I have a reading update for day one of Believathon and I'm so happy. So this morning I said I was starting to read How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell and I finished it. So I ended up giving this a 4 stars. I thought it was a really cute narrative and the narration by David Tennant absolutely was on point. I felt like this story was a bit more engaging than Wizards of Once, and I knew that it was really different from the movie, but I didn't realize just how different. So yeah, but I still really enjoyed it. I'm not comparing the two. I'm definitely interested in continuing on reading the series. I think it's like a great middle grade and it has a lot of values within it, like, you know, yelling doesn't always solve your problems. Sometimes you just have to talk to people. And I thought that was really cute. So yeah, it's unfortunately not an all-time favourite middle grade, but I'm happy that it wasn't a complete disappointment because it is Gavin's namesake and I was getting a little nervous. But yeah, I thought it was really sweet. I'm very happy on this. I also ended up reading The Land of Yesterday by K.A. Reynolds and oh my goodness, my feelings. I teared up. I didn't sob, but I came very close to it, and I think if I hadn't have been on camera Skyping with April and Cara while I was reading this, I probably would have been bawling my eyes out, but I wasn't prepared to like just lose it. This is following a girl called Cecilia and her little brother has sadly passed away, and her mum goes to the land of yesterday, and so Cecilia decides, hey, I'm gonna get my mum back. I thought that it was a really powerful metaphor for suicide and for dealing with grief and feeling like you have had a role even in an accident. I felt that the discussions of grief were just so powerful and that everyone deals with it differently, and the best thing you can do is just be there to support each other. It says, though deep down she knew all she could do was be there for her if and when they needed her. So I think that like sums up just the messages that it's trying to portray, in the fact that you are only responsible for yourself, no one else. You can try and help and support, but at the end of the day, it's all on them, and you just have to do the best that you can in any given situation, and it will be enough. And I thought it was so beautiful. I loved it. I tabbed heaps of quotes that just resonated, and the writing was so lyrical and luscious and just beautiful. And I'm sorry, Rachel, from Rachel Marie, who I was messaging because she was the one that hyped this book up and I bought it due to her recommendation. But yeah, I was messaging her just going, my soul, my feelings, I'm feeling the things. And yeah, so that is 2 out of my main 5 reads for the next fortnight complete. I'm sort of relieved. I didn't get all the things that I wanted to accomplish today just because things kept cropping up that I wasn't expecting. I forgot that I had therapy today, which was fantastic, and I'm very thankful that I have therapy as frequently as I do, just to be able to build on my own skills. but yeah, it took a chunk of time that I was planning on doing other things, and then it cut my flow, so then I was just like, screw it, I'll deal with this later. So yeah. Next on my reading list is The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. So this was one that Gavin kindly sent me, thank you love, and yeah, I'm gonna dive in probably tomorrow morning since it is after midnight and I want to get up and do things, but who knows how this will take. So yeah, that's it from me for tonight. I will check in sometime tomorrow, no idea when. Also, love you, your secret admirer. Every time I say it, it just makes me smile because he's beautiful. And I realised that I sent him some birthday presents, and on each I said different sections of words to make a sentence. Not saying it was from me, but I forgot to click the don't say my name on it, so yeah. If you like seeing my descent into madness when it comes to uni stuff, let me know, and I'm more than happy to document it. So yeah, I'm gonna head off and I will see you sometime in the future. Just checking in. Today is Tuesday the 12th of May and I have not started reading anything yet. I'm working on editing last week's vlog, and then once I finish that I'm going to dive into House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. I didn't end up reading anything last night, so yeah, very keen to get onto that. I should try and do part of one of the modules for my master's work, so we'll see how we go and I'll let you know if anything changes. Okay, so it's Wednesday the 13th of May, day 3 of Believathon. I'm currently reading The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson and I'm crying. This is about a girl and her grandma, and yeah, it's just really hit me in the feelings. I think it's like when kids do something to an older person and you see the light die in them just a little bit in the old people, and I'm just starting to realize like just how upset that makes me, because they just want to be with you. God damn it, Gavin. This was his purchase and recommendation, and I just want to be able to talk to her grandma, but she's not. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to FaceTiming April and Cara and crying my eyes out, because apparently that's what happens when I think about disappointing old people. Hello puppets. So I ended up doing a Macca's or McDonald's run with my mum because I wanted cookies and ice cream and she wanted coffee. But that's the first time I've had Macca D's in 2 years, so that ice cream was on point, even though it's like 3.5 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit maybe. I am up to page 116 in The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson, and I messaged Gav saying I was crying actual tears, and he goes, oh, just wait, it gets worse. So that's fun. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for all the feelings. The girls and I have stopped Skyping for tonight. There's Cara's vlog reflecting in my laptop. So yeah, I'm just gonna read as much as I can and then go to bed. So I'll check in where I get up to. I'm just gonna listen to vlogs and read. Help, I don't wanna feel. Hey, so it's now 12:30 on the 14th of May. It's nice and early in the morning. Haven't slept yet, always good fun. So I am 198 pages into The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson, which is about 60% of the way. So I'm over that halfway mark, which makes me very happy. I feel like I'm about to bitch slap the protagonist, though Gav said that she has one of the best character arcs he's seen. But right now, she's really shitting me off. And I think it's just because she's so young and she acts so young. And having just taught kids that are slightly younger than her and they act the exact same, it's like, yeah, hitting that point home. But I still really love it. I've cried. I haven't cried anymore since earlier, like when I was just talking to everyone. I could not stop crying. It's quite funny. I'm gonna sign off for the night. I've managed to get through a lot of my watch later videos and also some reading blogs. I think I've got through like 7 or 8 of them, which I'm actually pretty happy with. So keen to keep going with that tomorrow. Go do some uni work, figure out how I'm going to do this assignment, and then say goodbye to the blonde. You'll probably see it tomorrow when I check in the morning. Oh, there's not that much hair. Oh no. Oh dear. This is going to be interesting. Essentially, we're going atomic turquoise. So I'm really excited to make this happen. Yeah, that's not happening till tomorrow. My goal for the definite goal that I want to happen tomorrow, regardless of uni or anything, is to finish this and then pick up the girl who speaks Bay. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm tired. I'll check with you later. Hello, so it's now 1 o'clock on Thursday the 14th of May, and my mum and I are just currently dyeing my hair. So, waiting for this to do its thing. We'll show you the final result once we've washed it. But while we wait for it to do its thing, I'm sitting in front of the heater with my Believathon mug and reading The House with Chicken Legs. So, last night I checked in. I think I got up to page 198 and then decided to call it a night. So yeah, the goal for today is to finish the rest of this. Fingers crossed. Got quite a bit to go. But my main goal before my hair dye finishes absorbing is to get up to page 210. So I will check in with you when my hair is complete. I'm so excited. You might have already seen it on Instagram or Twitter by the time this video goes up, but still. I'm excited now. So like, hi, haven't read, but I did have the color take, and oh my god, I love it. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So the color's called Atomic Turquoise, and yeah, it's Atomic Turquoise, alright. My mom did such a good job. I am so happy. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright. Just a quick check-in. Still need to read. And yeah. Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god, it's so good. I can't stop fiddling with it because it's so pretty. Can't even speak English because it's so pretty. And because my roots were quite long, we just left it. We didn't try go over that. We just covered the blonde. I'm so happy. Alright, I'm gonna go read this. It's, I think, 3:30. I'm gonna read this till 5 and then edit either the middle grade book tag, the not safe for workathon announcement, or this vlog so I don't get overwhelmed on Sunday. We shall see. But I will check in with you later. Hello, so just checking in. It's 11:15 at night on the 14th of May, and I finished The House of Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. Oh my goodness, I adored this. So I gave it 5 stars, and I think the way that it's so eloquently written, and the story of growing up and finding out what your dreams are and taking ownership for your life, your actions and your responsibilities was so just beautifully crafted in this. I felt that I was there with the protagonist, and I felt many things. I sent Gavin the gif of Cusco crying on the rock and go, I didn't sign up for these feelings, thank you. Especially towards the end, I just thought it was so lyrical and so beautiful and dealing with such important topics. And I think because I was complaining to Gav and April and Cara that the protagonist was really annoying to begin with, and Gavin says, don't worry, like, I think she's got one of the best character arcs. Also shiny book. I was like, okay, it's gonna take a lot to convince me, but Sophie Anderson pulled it off 100%, and how everything ties together in the end, just and I love that there are illustrations throughout and everything. It's just a beautiful, beautiful book, both inside and out, and I'm so thankful Gavin sent this to me because he is seriously the love of my life, and I just trust any recommendation he throws my way. So speaking of Sophie Anderson, the next book I'm going to pick up is The Girl Who Speaks Bear, which is her sophomore novel, I believe. I think The House of Chicken Legs was her first, and this is her second. So I've tabbed my halfway point, and yeah, I'm very keen to get into it. I don't know much about this aside from our protagonist was found in a bear cave as a baby, and I think this is her finding out who she is, where she's from, and I swear to God, if this makes me cry, I am going to revolt, and I'm going to go to the UK and get a hug from Gavin because I'll need it. But yeah, so I am extremely tired, but I do want to read some of this because I just want to get ahead as much as I can in Believathon. This is the 4th book for my 5 challenges to complete the path for Believathon, and then I continue on with any extras. I know that I will be getting to Orion Lost because that's the middle grade monthly, but that doesn't have to be this week. So after I finish this, I'm going to dive into Pages and Co, which I know I'll be able to get through pretty quickly because it's an audiobook. So waiting for that. I'm very keen to get into this based off Sophie Anderson's writing and how beautiful it was in The House of Chicken Legs, and I will check in with you sometime, hopefully tomorrow. Good morning, it is 11 on Friday the 15th of May. I didn't read any more last night of The Girl Who Speaks Bear. No reading update of yet, however I have started on my uni work already this morning and I'm feeling really proud. So I'm a mess, it's fine. I'm gonna get up and have some pancakes and then either come back to bed and continue doing uni work or figure out what exercise I'm gonna do. I'll probably just chat with mum and see what she thinks. Hello, so I've just finished my uni work. It is now 2:30 in the afternoon and I'm gonna dive into The Girl Who Speaks Bear. Don't have a set goal for how much I want to read, but I am gonna read for an hour and then stop and go edit for my Not Safe for Workathon announcement, which should be up by now, so I'll leave that in the cards and the description box below because I'm excited. Mostly it's just a readathon that I created because I like funny things and being inappropriate. So yeah, I'm gonna set a timer to read for an hour. I'll continue watching vlogs while I read, so I'll check in with you in a bit. So I'm just checking in. It's now 11 p.m. on the 15th, and I did get some reading done today. I'm about to go to bed and continue, but I've edited 2 videos today and got my uni work done, so I'm cheering. I'm getting up really early tomorrow to go shopping for my granddad coming around to have quarantine distance like lunch, and I'm really excited. But yeah, we need to go get the things. I'm just gonna do the best I can. I really want to have as many videos pre-filmed as possible, so then when I'm working on my assignment next week there's still stuff going up, and I'm learning to schedule my videos so then I don't have to worry about it and I can get ahead. And it's weird because I never get ahead in things, so who knows, this might actually get my life organised for once in my life. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go to bed and read, and I will check in with how far I get when I get there. Hello, so it's now 12:20 and I read up to page 86 of The Girl Who Speaks Bear, and I'm calling it a night. I am tired. I did want to get halfway, but I also wanted to edit videos and stuff, so yeah. Ugh, I'm stressing. Tomorrow's a filming day. I want to get one edited and uploaded for Sunday, and then take a bite out of this. I'll see you tomorrow. So you know how I said last night that we were getting up early and doing all the things? Well, Jesus. Well, my mum got up at like 7. I, however, have only just woken up and it's 9 AM. I don't think I'm going to get as much running or exercise or video editing in before my granddad comes over, but whatever, we'll get it all done eventually. But anyway, I'm going to go have a tea and wake up. Hey y'all, so it's now 9:50 at night, and I've had a really lovely day, got lots of things done, needed to get a few more things done that I didn't, but whatever. I'm currently up to page 125 of The Girl Who Speaks Bear, and I'm about to go FaceTime with Cara and hopefully blast out some more. I also need to remember to take my makeup off before I go to sleep, because I'm horrible at remembering to do that. Whoops. And yeah, so I will check in with how today went and all of that after I finish FaceTiming. So I will chat with you then. Hey, so it's now 20 to midnight and I have read 20 pages. Oh, I've been watching BookTube on my laptop whilst Skyping and reading, so like the speed is not fast, but I'm chill with that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. My goal, I would love to be able to get to page 203, and yeah, I'm going to continue watching BookTube and reading my book, and I will check in with you before I go to sleep. It's now 12:30 and I've read 180 pages, so it's essentially taking me an hour to read 40 pages, if that. So yeah, I think this will be my last check-in for tonight. I might show you my unmakeup face for a final check-in, but Gremlin here, I just stun my eyes with my makeup remover, so that's always fun. I'm gonna keep going. I think I've got 20-ish pages till I'm up to where I want to be, and then I'll stop. So yeah, let's dive in. Hey, it's now 1:10 and I read up to page 213 of The Girl Who Speaks Bear, so I'm now right on the halfway mark, because there's a few things at the back of the book that aren't actually the story. So yeah, happy days. I'm going to try, I doubt I will, but I'm going to try and wake up by 9 tomorrow. So then I can start on editing by 11 and get some more of this read in the morning, and then we'll see how we go, because I have a lot of video stuff to do tomorrow so that I'm ready for uni, but I also want to finish that and start on telly, so we will see how tomorrow plays out, and I will chat with you sometime tomorrow. Good morning, it is now 10 a.m. on Sunday the 17th of May, and I'm just got a cup of tea and I'm going to continue reading for a bit while I watch some booktube. I have read up to page 219 and then thought, oh, I gotta check in. So yeah, I'm going to keep going with that, and yeah, just try and catch up on some booktube and some reading before I start my day. A lot of editing, but it'll be fun. Watching myself back is always a delightful thing. So it's now Monday the 18th of May, which means the end of week 1 of Believathon, so I thought I should wrap up this vlog and talk about what I read. So the first thing I read was How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell, and I gave this 4 stars. I thought it was really cute. David Tennant's narration of the audiobook definitely upped it a star for me. The movie and the book are very, very different, and that's fine. They both stand on their own well. I personally enjoyed the direction the movie went, but I see why it's the way that it is in the book to be able to continue on with the series instead. The next book nearly broke me, and that was The Land of Yesterday by K.A. Reynolds. This is a moving story about dealing with grief and family trauma and following how you can support your family and take care of one another in really challenging times. I gave this 5 stars. The writing in this is absolutely beautiful. I tabbed many quotes that just struck home, and I feel that more people need to be reading it because it's just so amazing. The next book I read was The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson, and I adored this. This was fun, it was cute, it had a lot of powerful messages in it, both dealing with the dead and the living, and I think that whilst the protagonist near killed me with her just bad choices, her character arc definitely redeemed it in the end, and it was so beautiful, and I would love for people to pick this up and rave about it more because it's just so fantastic, and I cried a lot. Thanks, Gavin, I appreciate it. I gave The House with Chicken Legs 5 stars. The last book I read for the week was The Girl Who Speaks Bear by Sophie Anderson, and I also gave this 5 stars. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It's following Yenka as she discovers her past and also where she wants her present and her future to be, and I thought it was really beautiful. The atmosphere was amazing, and I was definitely in a forest for majority of this and felt that I was there alongside her. Also, the illustrations in both books are absolutely gorgeous. Catherine Hernesta does wonderful, wonderful illustrations, and I would highly recommend picking both these up. Also, they're just beautiful books. So I also got 68 pages into Pages & Co. Tilly and the Lost Fairy Tales by Anna James. This is just a dust jacket because I couldn't be bothered putting it back together. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm listening to the audiobook on Scribd, and yeah, I'm hoping to complete that pretty early this coming week. So just quickly, the How to Train Your Dragon was for Poacher's Pocket Inn, read the first in a series. The Land of Yesterday was travelling to Baba Yaga's house, read a book that features family relations. The next place I travelled to was Mermaid Lagoon, a book that features female friendships, and that was The House of Chicken Legs. And finally, I read The Girl Who Speaks Bear for Black Ice Bridge, read a book that features an adventure, and this certainly does. So Pages & Co. 2 is the bookie stronghold, and that will complete my path for Believathon, and then yeah, so that's all I read, and I'm very excited to finish off my first lot of Believathon reads and continue on with them next week, but you'll have to tune into next week's vlog to see that. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, what did you read? Are you participating in Believathon? Hopefully we get to spread the word and so many people join in. I think it's a fantastic readathon. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!